This is a $250 technology called the Brain. It's basically a mind mapping tool. And so we use this to demonstrate in addition to our MVP, which shows kind of the graphic approach. This is kind of a graph, but not a graph. It's more like like I say, a mind mapping tool that's got associative things. But just to orient you here a little bit, these are the 19 classes across the top. They're also represented as sort of a graphy kind of looking thing here. In order to get anything into this top level ontology, you first have to declare it. So we have the usual suspects like organization, we have persons, we have discipline codes. So this is the SAGD project is a steam assisted gravity drainage project in oil and gas. The objective, excuse me, the business objective of this one was they're trying to get their documents aligned because they were using several shared network drives. But in the process, they also wanted to identify key concepts, key people, key organizations, et cetera, et cetera. So you have the disciplines. So these are all the disciplines in this particular project, everything from accounting and exploration to health and safety and mineral land. And you've got places. So these are all places that might be associated with the project itself is in Algar Lake. This is where the project is located. But all of these ones, those locations could apply to, excuse me, could apply to location of suppliers, and we'll get into that in a minute. We also have roles. So we have roles that are outside roles, for example, manufacturers, suppliers, and vendors. These are all roles. And then we have everything from in here in this listing, excuse me, we have everything from consultants to contact shouldn't be a role. Anyway, geologist, office manager, VP engineering, etc. All these ones with the green are clickable, and I'll show you that in a minute. We have digital, excuse me, we have digital class functions, if you will. So for example, these would actually be otherwise defined as document types. So we have all of the document types laid out here. We also, for sake of convenience, engineers use a lot of acronyms. Part of the challenge they were having was every time they had a new hire, they didn't have an easy way to teach them acronyms except have them run down the hall and ask the production engineer, what does AC mean or what does CSA mean? So these have all of these acronyms here, these initialisms, I guess is a correct term. They're all connected to CN is connected as equivalent to control narrative. I can sort of scroll down this list. I want to find out what FDN stands for. That's basically foundation. It goes all the way over here. Foundation piling, that's a discipline, a digital document type. Then we have we have use, and we have these organized by 3 categories. So this is status value, digital, logical, and physical. And we're going to go to physical. And you can also organize them by, if you have subcategories, these are concepts: building, equipment, instrument, and road. Those words are concept roads. We're going to expand the equipment a little bit. The equipment also as a category says a concept, but it also has these sort of subcategories of these functions, but they also have everything from aerial coolers. These are all of the equipment functions listed on the left. So let's go to one function called tank. And I've got this is kind of a cookies thing that comes in quite handy. So again, tank by itself is a function. In this case, tank is a functional word because it could be a concept word, but that's kind of the decision you make. And there's all of these different types of tanks. So this would be the diluent tank is a member of this class tank. I haven't put I can demonstrate that really quickly. Set type is a member. So this is this type of connection is a way of saying diluent tank is a type of tank. That's it. And a set-wise way of saying it is diluent tank is a member of the set tank. That's it. So we're gonna go sort of a little bit deeper into this and connect on pop tank. It's a member, and we can again assign it a set type is a member. But then we're going to go into this thing here. And this is an equipment tag. So this particular tag, and this is where things like tags and stuff can have tags of their own. So engineers are great for naming things. I just love the way they put these together. We don't all do that, but they do. But a newbie, a new hire might not know what 092 means. So he can go here and get the concept of 092, and I'll show that in a second. Tank, we've already seen. It's a tag. It's a member. These are all tags down this way. So you can see all of the tags that are used for equipment. But the thing I want to focus on now is this node here. So this being a tag, who supplied that tag? A company called GLM Industries, and it turns out they've supplied a whole bunch of tags. And if you look at where these tags come from, or where these tags are associated, or where they started, with something called a material requisition, which has the abbreviation MR up here. 100 refers to an area, 45 is a discipline, and AL1 is the name of the project. So you can see these very, very granular and expandable kind of things. For example, 45 is mechanical engineering. And these are all the documents that are relevant to mechanical engineering. So the facets here are actually acting as a navigation aid. You can do search up here. I won't do that today, but you can do search up here. But all of these pieces, all of these little strings, AL1, 143 EC, they're all described in the business glossary for this particular set of graphs, for example. But now I want to go from the other direction. So one of the cool things about facets is you can navigate from any direction that you want. So I'm going to go back to the beginning. I'm going to go to organization, GLM Industries. And here's all of the things that connect to GLM Industries. The fact that it has a vendor role means that these are all of the instances of vendor on the right. It's an organization. These are all of we talked about, these are all equipment tags. This is the material requisition. But what's important to them is this particular thing up here. This is the purchase order for this material requisition. This is where the money sits. So we've actually gone from all the way down so we've gone across all the facets to get to this GLM Industries. And then the question that we have is, who's my contact? And there's his phone number. So what you're actually looking at is kind of a flattened out cube of things where these 19 facets actually help the navigation sort of thing. So